The thing that's so exciting about being a flight instructor, though, is, and having been a flight instructor since 1973, is you get to see so many exciting things, and you really develop your character. You develop your character in the sense that you learn to anticipate, plot, plan, and scheme, collect, connect, and convey. You become much more wise by virtue of the strange things that happen. Many years ago, a young lady, my student Lois, was one of my students. She was, of course, she was pregnant during the actual act of training. Then she had her baby. She came out to fly one time on lesson number 21 or something like that. We were going to go up and do VOR navigation, basic air work. And she comes out to fly, and she's got her little son with her, Buddy. And I'd never seen this before, and not that I haven't seen a kid before, I had never had somebody bring a baby out for flight training. You know, and I'm a young guy, and I don't know how to hold a baby. You know, you squeeze them wrong, they shoot across the room like a wet watermelon seed. I have no idea what to do here. And Lois says, Buddy's going flying with us today. And I said, Lois, I'm sorry, Buddy can't go flying because it's not allowed. We can't allow that in the Cessna 150 Landomatic. Buddy can't come. She says, no, Buddy's coming with us. And I said, Lois, no, really, it's not the best thing to do. I really would not. She said, no, Buddy's coming. I said, Lois, listen, sorry to do this. I'm going to have to exercise my pilot in command FAR 91.3 authority. Buddy's not coming. And so, end of story. So we're climbing out, and I'm holding this baby. Because in the continuing education of Rod Machado, I learned you never can win an argument with a woman holding a baby. So I'm flying with this little guy, and then she reaches into her bag and says, feed him. Let me tell you what I discovered. That in a 60-degree bank turn, you can feed a baby twice as fast. Whoa. It was phenomenal. But that wasn't as weird, though, as the time I was with a student in a Piper Warrior 151. The Piper Warrior has an electric trim. I didn't see this coming. First time I saw it. This is the exciting thing, though, about being a pilot. You see things that, well, examples of social interaction and human behavior that you'll never see in any college graduate psychology class. I know that for a fact. My student is downwind. He has the push-to-talk switch right there. Make sure you get that on camera. And he has the electric trim right there. Well, what he's doing is, first time he's flown the Warrior, we're downwind, and he's trying to call the tower, but he's pushing the nose-down trim button. He's got the buttons mixed up. Probably not the first time that's happened. He's pushing the nose-down trim, and I see him sitting over there going, tower, 283 Bravo, we're downwind. We're not going to be downwind for long unless you call us back. I'm talking to you while you're talking to me, and it's happening. Oh, he's like that. And I'm looking over, and I said, Bob, what's the matter? And Bob goes, oh, they got us on a tractor beam. Bob, the tower, you're watching way too much Star Trek, Bob. Tower doesn't have a tractor beam. He's going, oh, like that. So, let me see what that is. I knew exactly what had happened. I grabbed the controls and whoa, like that, whoa. And Bob goes, what's the matter? What's the matter? And I go, oh, tractor beam. It's a tractor beam. You know, students do such unusual things in airplanes. It's just so amazing. Tower doesn't have a tractor beam. Tower had a tractor beam. I'd never had been able to fly. There's Machado going the wrong way in the downwind. Activate the tractor beam. That would have straightened me out. They wouldn't have let me out of the run-up area. It's truly phenomenal. Yeah, that's how strange things happen at airports. Oh, yes, and you've seen it too. A guy came in a Cessna 150, it was about 1978, comes down, lands his airplane, Cessna 150 Landomatic. Folks, again, I'm not making this up. Lands his airplane, he runs the airplane off the runway, ground loops that bad boy, literally rips the right wing off the aircraft. And folks, those doors popped open and 3 people could be seen running from the Cessna 150. Thus the reason for the ground loop. Because the Cessna 150 had 3 big men. It's amazing that they actually fit. They took the aircraft into the maintenance hangar, and I can't tell you the name of the maintenance hangar because I don't want the people at Parsons Air to get upset. And they took off the right wing of the airplane. My buddy Tim was working on the airplane at this time, and he was the mechanic. He was also a commercial instrument-rated pilot. Tim took the right wing off the airplane, And of course, the engine had sudden stoppage, so they had to repair the engine too. So they repaired the engine. They were going to leave the right wing to go and be repaired last. So the engine's repaired, right wing is off, left wing is on. And Tim says, you know, I've got to do a run-up. And if you're going to do a run-up, of course, you want to make sure that you do the run-up in the proper place, otherwise known as the run-up area. So 8 o'clock Saturday morning, I'm telling you exactly as it happened. You are the getting-aheadest bunch I've ever seen. Stay with me now. He calls the tower and says, Tower, it's 213 to Bravo. Parsons there. Taxi. Taxi. They said, Roger, 213 to Bravo, clear to taxi. He taxis. Now, you have to get the sight picture here. He's taxiing down the taxiway in half a Cessna 150. More appropriately called a C-75. Now, I couldn't see this. I didn't see this part, and I'll tell you how I know this story, because there must have been at least 40 eyeballs pressed up against the glass in the tower. The controller sees this airplane taxiing by and probably went, hey, Bob, Frank, get over here quick. You're not going to believe this. The tower controller picks up his microphone and says, 213 to Bravo, this is Orange County Tower. Are you experiencing any difficulty? And Tim said, no. The controller said, well, don't worry, you will. Now, the reason I know about this is Tim pulls into the run-up area. I am sitting in the run-up area, the far end of the run-up area. My student's doing his normal run-up. Click, 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 boom. Click, boom. This is how students signal other students at other airports. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Some of these are just for me, folks, so So my student looks over, and all of a sudden, he sees something he has never seen before. Blood flows cut off to the carotid arteries, going to the higher neocortical functions in his brains. He can no longer talk. His entire vocabulary is reduced to 2 words. He looks over and goes, bad thing. Bad thing. Oh. He's pulling on my coat like that. And I said, Bob, what's the matter? He's going, bad thing. I'm cool. Trained, cool, collected, professional flight instructor. I look cool because I've been trained to sweat on the right side of my face only. I look over and I go, whoa. He goes, what is it? And I go, bad thing. It was my buddy Tim. I knew exactly what was going on. Tim does his little run. He takes his airplane out of the run-up area. Not too many people in the traffic pattern here, so this is done responsibly, I'll bet. And he pulls up to the runway threshold. Folks, I couldn't make this up if I wanted to. I see him switching frequencies, and I said, he's going for the full Monty here. We switch. He calls the tower. This is what he said. He says, Tower, remember, left wing on, right wing gone. Tower is 213 to Bravo, done with the run-up, ready for takeoff. Folks, the controller keys his microphone and says, yeah, Roger, and I suppose you want a left turnout too. You know, what do you say sometimes?